Biodiversity loss is occurring at an alarming rate across the world's terrestrial, freshwater, and marine environments. Many species and ecosystems remain at risk of being lost forever. Hence, the need to conserve specific natural places that are important for the human race, keeping in mind that the human race cannot exist outside of nature.
Welcome to BirdLife Africa Site Program video series. We will take a look at how to identify key biodiversity areas and the site monitoring framework. The first step in identifying KBAs is to understand the global standards for KBAs. There are 11 criteria grouped into 5 higher level criteria, A through to E. Criteria A looks at threatened biodiversity, which are IUCN critically endangered and vulnerable species, as well as ecosystems. Criteria B covers geographically restricted biodiversity, which are species and ecosystems that have a limited global range. Criteria C focuses on ecological integrity, which are sites that are undisturbed by significant industrial human influence. Criteria D centers on biological processes, which includes aggregation, refugia, and recruitment sources. Criteria E concentrates on irreplaceability through quantitative analysis. With adequate understanding of these criteria, anyone can propose a KBA using the multi-site form that is available on the website at www.keybiodiversityareas.org. Once you are on the website, roll your pointer over the Working with KBAs menu at the top right of the page, then select Proposing or Updating KBAs. Scroll down the display page and click on Tools. On this page, you will find video tutorial on how to use the multi-site proposal forms, as well as the form itself. Previously, conservation research focused heavily on just confirming the presence of a species in an area, but the KBA process requires information on more than just presence. The KBA processes need information about the number and distribution of all species of interest at the site, so that this can be compared to the global information to determine the importance of the site. Stakeholder consultation is also an integral part of filling the KBA form. Once a site has been accepted as a KBA, it is recommended that the site is updated every 8 to 12 years. Site monitoring, however, can be an annual process. Where resources are available, monitoring can even be conducted seasonally. There are several monitoring tools available for conservation status surveys, but for the purpose of this series, we will focus on Pressure State Response Framework. This is a 3-step scoring method that provides a status score for threats at the site, which is pressure, and biological triggers at the site, which is state, and the conservation actions at the site, which is response. Over several monitoring cycles, this standardized scoring system can be used to monitor trends at the site. Threats to the site have been classified into 12 broader categories and scored in terms of timing, scope, and severity. The state of the site is scored as the present population relative to the optimum for the site. Response at the site has been classified into 3 broader categories, which are conservation designation, management planning, and conservation actions. Each of these is also scored to give an overall response score. For more details on the Pressure, State, and Response Framework, go to the BirdLife Data Zone website at www.datazone.birdlife.org. From the website, roll your pointer over the site, also known as the IBA Mon, at the top of the page, then select IBA Monitoring from the drop-down menu. On this page, you will find details on the monitoring framework. We now know about the KBA proposal and nomination process, who can propose a site as a KBA, and the role of stakeholder consultation in the proposal process, as well as the Pressure, State, and Response Framework for site monitoring. Let us therefore join hands in identifying more of these sites, monitor the existing ones, and conserve them for posterity.